Minecraft, a game that arguably changed the entire history of gaming forever. But the game was released in 2009, making it not a retro game. So what if you took this non-retro game like Minecraft and put it inside a retro game? So I present to you, after a long, grueling 4 months, Okay, so the first game we are going to be building in Minecraft is Flappy Bird. And yes, I forgot to record myself digging that out. I'm not cheating, I swear. Now, for those of you who don't know what Flappy Bird is, it's basically a game where you are like a yellow bird, and you have to jump between these Mario, like, green poles, and you have to get to the end, which is basically impossible. So, yeah, you jump between poles. Okay, what?
So now that we've completed digging out the hole, it's time for the actual hard bit. Lining this and making this actually look like a working Flappy Bird game.
Whoa, let's take a step back. Because you may be wondering, why am I mining yellow concrete? That is because I'm actually building the Flappy Bird logo first, not the inside. Let's get to it.
Line this wall with black concrete, and we'll put the Flappy Bird logo like on it somewhere, so it should look good, hopefully. But trusting my building skills, yeah, I don't know how good this is gonna look.
Bro, I'm just wondering how this is gonna look like in a while when I'm done with all this. Like, how cool is it gonna be?
Alright, so I've done this with the Flappy Bird logo, because if I put it on the black bit sticking out, it was way too uneven. So I've done this, and I've added like a backdrop for it. There's the logo. Yeah, I put a backdrop for it so it's like the actual Flappy Bird background. I think it looks good. Let me know what you think in the comments.
Okay, it's time for the moment I've been dreading. But you may be wondering, why am I actually doing all of this? Well, that is because my friend bet me $100 that I couldn't build retro games in Minecraft. Give me my money. Well, I wouldn't be so sure yet.
Three eons I've finally finished, and this is what it looks like. So now comes the actual hard part, which is building the tubes and figuring out how to actually make Flappy Bird. Oh my god. So I ended up finishing this. I added some some textures on the floor and everything, but also added a path to it so you can actually get here. But on a different topic, this video is taking so long. That whole new goddamn update came out. Okay, so now that we finished Flappy Bird, I'm thinking it's time to make do! Alright. Wait, I just realized I need to build the logo for this. So, two entire circle boxes. Oh my, shulker boxes of black concrete and orange concrete.
Bro, I can already imagine how long this is gonna take. Like, oh my god.
Kind of have to agree. Hold up, I need to get a good view. I cooked on this, bro. Like, look at that. That's actually insane. Okay, now I need to make the arrow and the backdrop for this.
So I've added some textures onto it because I thought it looked a bit too bland just being the orange. But now I need to add the arrow, which points to the entrance to play Doom. That sounds so weird. Bro, my bank account's gonna be looking crazy after these $100. Boom! There we go, it's done. It doesn't really look like an arrow, but that's fine. Whoa. Okay, so I need to get a lot of iron and copper for the classic, Doom wall. Also, in case you don't know what Doom is, it's basically a first-person shooter released in 1993 about, like, killing zombies and hordes of other insane stuff. Oh my god. I'm also using exposed copper for this, so it looks better, I guess. I've got a pretty decent haul of iron, so let's start making the Doom map. But first, you may be wondering, hey, there's a gun in Doom. How are you gonna do that? Well, I'm actually using a carrot on a stick. Yeah, I know, weird. But there's a thing in Minecraft called view bobbing, which makes it look exactly like the gun bobbing up and down. Also, it's the closest thing to a gun I can get. I've changed the walls from iron and copper to just copper because I didn't realize how bad copper and iron looked on its own. Like, let me show you real quick. Disgusting! Also, if you can't tell already, I'm building the room from Doom with the bridge in the middle and the acid on the side. And I'm done with this. Now I'm only making 3 rooms from Doom. This is one of them. And I'm also adding the tunnel where you can just go to another room. Those who know. So right now I'm making the courtyard room from Doom. Wait, that rhymes. I mean, it looks okay. I'm gonna leave it like this for now, because I'm too lazy to fix it right now. Okay, now I have to figure out how to make this lead into what is going to be the next room. So, I can jump in like this. Obviously, now I'm gonna replace all these walls with copper.
I'm thinking this will be the entrance into the next room.
So close yet so far.
Nice.
Okay, this is the final room. Okay, it's now time to build the enemies. But you know what? I'd just rather play it with my friends.